Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. We're on the web at smartwatchticks.com. Come on back anytime. This is a quick video to show you the differences between the new Galaxy Watch 42mm ladies version in pink of the Samsung smartwatch and the new Galaxy Watch Active, again in rose gold with pink bands. First of all, the boxes. You get the new Active in a small box. It sits in here. Inside this little container is the charger, and wrapped around the outside is an extra long band. That's how it's packaged. The actual Galaxy Watch itself sits right here, really beautiful. You take off this cover that just holds this spot. You have a couple of little compartments that open up that have other goodies in it and a manual hiding in the side. And that is how the Galaxy Watch is packaged. As far as the Active goes, what comes in the box is the basic watch itself with a band that is this long and a spare band that is longer with holes spaced further out so it can fit a smaller lady's wrist or a larger man's wrist. You also get the little charging device, USB connect, magnetic coupled. You just drop the watch on it, plug it in. Takes about 2 hours, I believe, hour and a half to 2 hours for a full charge. I usually run mine down in a day to about 50%. Put it on in the morning when I take my shower and have breakfast, and within an hour it's back up to 100. That is the Galaxy Watch Active and everything that comes with it. The Galaxy Watch now comes with a lot more. There's the basic watch itself, again, with pinkish beige bands, a little bit different color. You also have a long one and a short one in the package, so it could work with either size arm. You have, as far as chargers go, a different design. This is a kind of charger where the watch sits in it like this. And you have two of these packaged together with two charging wires that can actually be unplugged and a charging unit that you can plug in the wall. That did not come with the Active. The Active is considerably less expensive. That's all of the packaging. Now, as far as the actual watches, come over here, guys. Looks like I've got a notification coming on this one right away. Let's get back to watch faces. This is a face I've put on both of them just to show you that the bezel on the Galaxy Watch has an indented surface that hangs over the edge and hugs the screen, so it makes the screen look like it's fully edge to edge. Also, notice the white circle. The manufacturing process is not tight enough to get it to completely fit seamlessly. I think you'll notice some of the white section of this particular watch face have disappeared around the edge. In other words, it's gone a little bit too far over the actual pixels of the watch itself. The Active now, when you look at the exact same watch face on the Active, you notice a big black barrier around the outside that makes the watch look smaller. They are actually identical. The screens and the watch faces are the same. It's an appearance that's different. What else is different? Obviously the color of the bands, the layout of the buttons. Little round dots here and rectangular here. On the back you have the heart rate diode, the little microphone area here. This watch does not have a speaker in it, but this one does. It's hiding here somewhere on the side. There it is. The speaker's over here. And on this one, there is no speaker at all. It just relies on haptic feedback, vibration. Now, it's much smaller, this watch. In the other video we did of a comparison, I have actual measurements. If you want more detail, watch that one. But you can just see right off the bat that this watch is lighter, thinner, and overall smaller compared to this watch. Thicker, larger. As far as an overall watch, just a bigger bigger watch. But this is the smaller one. There's even one bigger, the 46 millimeter watch. Okay, this one obviously has the rotating bezel. That's the claim to fame that you see with Samsung. And they kept it on the Galaxy Watch 42 millimeter. This one does not. You need to literally slide to the side to get to all of your different widgets, they call them. There's a representative widget, the first one. Notice I could do it here as well. And I habituate to doing that. I'm not used to a bezel, so you'll see me sliding this way when I'm doing it. You also have a slightly different user interface. When I slide down, I have all these different icons. Now, I've messed around with them a bit, so they're not how you would get it out of the box. But you can see that there's a little bit different layout. Here you have this thing that looks like headphones over a Bluetooth symbol. Because there's no speaker, this is what you use to turn on and off the tethering to your headset. This one has a speaker, so you don't find that icon in here. But you do have volume. And here you can see I've got a ringtone volume that I can change, a media volume, notifications volume, and system volume. All of those can be set on the Galaxy Watch. However, on the active, you can only mute it completely or have vibration and mute. Mute is always on because there's no speaker, so there's just those two options. Other things are identical. We won't go into a lot of detail. There's only one page of these right now, but I actually have 3 pages on here. I've got more different icons, and you'll learn more about that in the full review that you have on the active than you do on the regular one. Now, this also has a special thing called a One UI, user interface, UI. This one doesn't have that yet. Supposedly it's going to be coming, but you're going to notice the icons look a little bit different when you see them up close and personal. When you press the button, you get into your overall apps. You see you have a bunch of them here, and as you know, you can go through them sequentially this way. Now, I've added a few new ones that don't come stock with it, so don't freak out if you're seeing things on either of these watches that you don't recognize, especially in this last page. Getting ready for doing the full review on these, so you'll see more of what some of these extra apps are. On this one, you obviously don't have the wheel to turn, so you can work your way through it by sliding as if there were a wheel. I just went through all the pages like this, or of course you can hit the arrow on either of these. You can get back and forth. So the layout's a bit different in the icons. Otherwise, the operation is the same. They're both really nice watches. This one is significantly more expensive. It has phone calling capability with the speaker built in. You can listen to music. If you get the 4G LTE version, you can make and receive phone calls. This one with no speaker is very limited. You have things like Spotify you can put on, but you have to have a Bluetooth earpiece hooked up to and tethered to the device in order to hear the music in your ear. As far as phone calls go, when a call comes in, this shows a dismiss button and the user's name. This one shows a dismiss or answer button, and of course you can answer it and speak and hear the person on the other end directly from the watch when you're tethered to the phone. Now, last thing is tethering to the phone. They both use the same app interface. They both work basically the same way with the exception of phone calling, so you're getting exactly the same. In fact, if you have both of them like I do, the app is smart enough, it will recognize which watch you are wearing, and when you turn the phone on and have the app ready, it will automatically tether to the watch that you are wearing, whichever one it is, as long as you have set them both up to be tethered. Now, the last thing I want to show you is a little bit of animation. Now, these are commercial watch faces that I've installed on here, but they really demonstrate the capabilities of these watches because they involve animation. What you're looking for is smoothness of movement, brilliance of color, how they actually look on the watch. This one, with the ring all the way around it, looks like this when you wear it. How does that feel? There's the ambient display it goes into when it's off. That is the Galaxy Watch 42 millimeter. How about this one? There it is when it's off. Here it is when it's going. That's the size. That's the appearance. That is the Galaxy Watch Active. It's your choice, and your choice is where to buy it. If you don't have one yet, I have links in the show notes with this video. It'll take you right over to Amazon. You can buy them directly, and we really appreciate you using the links because that helps us get these watches for review. Last thing, if you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy the videos here, please do and give us a thumbs up on this video. It really helps out too. All right, once again, you've been watching Smartwatch Ticks. You can find us at smartwatchticks.com, and we'll see you again soon.